thinking about other women and talking to my girlfriend about other women. But it's because the WNBA is about to start. So I feel like it's the best case scenario. I'm talking about all the trades and shit going on and the new team. And I'm a big Lynx fan. I'm actually going to go see him Sunday. I'm really excited. But Danny T was talking about how someone likes sports, you know, like, you know, they're less likely to be gay. But when you're a guy who likes the WNBA, it's like you go far enough left, you get to keep your guns. It's like, you like sports enough, people will wonder if you're gay. If you're talking about the WNBA all the time. Yeah. Which I am. I'm fucking so excited for the Lynx season to start, even though, like, everything's going to shit. Our best player, Nafisa, both her ankles are fucked up. Fucking Kayla McBride, I guess her fucking ears are fucked up. She can't fly on planes. Dorka, she won MVP, EuroLeague MVP, but then she fucked up her leg. So I don't really know. It's kind of fucked. My real life is good, but because of this soap opera that I put myself through, I'm really stressed. But during the off season, one of the Agumake sisters visited Minnesota, the team I cheer for. And there was a balloon company that got in a bunch of trouble because they showed this display they made before, like, they showed that she was visiting and said, welcome to Minnesota and everything, and it revealed what was going on. And she ended up going, I think, to the Seattle Storm, and I'm kind of glad, one, because I think she's past her prime. She's 35, which is, like, young, but basketball's kind of old, you know. But the other reason why is because her name is NECA, and, like, I'm way too white to be saying NECA all the time. Like, I can't be like, NECA, please, make this free throw. Like, that's not going to be fucking good. You know? So I'm glad she's on a different team. Oh, shit. I don't know. I saw this post that was like, hey, this is what Sabrina Carpenter looks like without her makeup. So just so you know, she's actually catfishing all of you, and she still looked really pretty. It was a really stupid post, but I thought to myself, like, thank goodness this guy told me that, because otherwise I would have been nailing Sabrina Carpenter tonight. Damn, you know? Yeah. Job has this joke about Arby's, and he says, I know there's some closeted Arby's eaters in here. And the thing is, I'm not proud of it, but I'm not a closeted Arby's customer either. That's all I want to say. I'm just cool. That's all I got.
Keep it going, projection. Did anybody recognize any of the names he said? None of us watch sports. Cool. Just check it out. All right. On deck, we got Sam Hershock. Right now, give it up for my friend, Mara B.
Women couldn't vote until 1919. So I think that we trolled fat people. I don't know. But that being said, what were you guys doing tonight at 5:45 p.m.?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Drinking margaritas. You know what I was? I was doing this on my deck, and I went, oh, that feels weird. And then I fell through my fucking deck today. Woo! I have so many thoughts about people falling through trapdoors on TV now. They are not shocked enough. That shit is terrifying. You just drop into something out of nowhere, and then you just go on with your life within 30 seconds. I cannot stop thinking about, I'm like, what if there was another world when I dropped through the deck? I wouldn't even be able to process that. I'd be like, I just dropped through the deck. That's all I would be saying for the next 4 hours of my life. I'm fine. I've got some bruises. It's cool. I just healed one scab on my knee just to get another scab on my knee. And based on my legs right now, you think that someone beats me. They don't. It's just me. I guess it's self-inflicted abuse. But what I really wanted to talk about was, I had counted like 4 ladies in the audience, but so I have an IUD. Does anybody know what that is? Oh, I see a girl back there. Yeah. No, gentlemen, that's not a bomb. That's called an IED. This is called birth control. And I have one, thank God. And it goes into my cervix, and it just is a little T, and it makes sure that I don't get pregnant. And there's a little string on it that you can yank out for an oil change. which is cool. But what I really want to talk about is when you're a woman, after you have your period, which is just like a whole mindfuck, sometimes you get to have a period hangover, which is just like the brown discharge that happens after. Yeah, I see who the audience is. We didn't beat fat people. I'm still going for it. I've been wanting to try this out for 2 weeks because I've been gone for a while because it's my daughter. It's been a long month. Just walked right into May Madness with Danny T. But also, so my son, he's been in the doctor's office a lot lately, and he realized that he has 2 nipples, and so he's been holding up his shirt and be like, Mom, I've got 2 nipples. It's very cute, very funny. It's only relevant because he was at the doctor's office and they're like checking his nose, checking his eyes, checking his ears, nose, everything. And then he backed up, he pulled up his shirt, he goes, I got 2 nipples. And I realized this is the most productive his nipples are ever going to be in his life, helping him count to 2. Meanwhile, he sucked the life out of my nipples. Because I don't know if you know this, but when you breastfeed your kids, your boobs just change. My nipples, they're always hard now. Which is amazing, because I have hardly no boobs left. But I still have to wear a padded bra. It's horrible. I just go outside, nipples are hard. I think about having a crispy LaCroix, hard nipples. Wake up in the morning, hard nipples. I like to call it morning nip. The only time I don't have hard nipples is when I'm in the shower and it's like I'm fully warmed up, I'm almost sweaty. That 30 seconds of pure bliss before I have to think about getting out of the shower. And then I get out of the shower. That's the only time they're not hard. And I get out of the shower and I call them my diamond pointy nipples because they can cut glass. Wow, you guys don't like nipple jokes. Guess you guys didn't laugh as a child. I don't know, that's all I have. I'm just pumped to be here. Let's keep being weird. Bye, guys.
Before I announce our next 5, I have a personal vendetta. Fat people or women? Who has the worst? Fat people.
That's right.
Fat people. I have the worst.
You're weighing your votes too much.
Listen, there's 6 fat guys down here and 4 women. Fat people win. All right. All right. After Sam, we got 4 left. If you do not hear your name and you want to come up, please find me. I'll add you to the list. But coming up after Sam, we got Alberto, Vio Fizzle, Brendan Hayes, Jesse Verba, and Reverend Green. Right now, give it up for my very good friend, Sam Hershock.
MAYO relax.
Oh, fat people have always been allowed to vote. You know you've been doing comedy for way too long when you start fantasizing about moving, but not moving to do comedy. Just fucking moving away and disappearing. You know what I mean? Just getting the fuck out of here. I don't know, I thought I had it bad, but now all I can think about is being a Jewish midget who's also retarded. I'm like, maybe life's not that bad. How old were you guys when you realized you're not addicted to porn, you're just addicted to feeling good?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Old Jeff Newell brought up Denny Arthur's. I got kicked out of there once. And you were the one that drove me there. He was me and Wade's Uber. Taking us to Denny Arthur's. Because I heard that's where all the cougars hang out. I fucking love cougars. And I got so drunk, I fell asleep on the dance floor. Making fun of these old bitches. I was like, you gotta keep up. You're boring me. I'm gonna fall asleep. So I laid down as like a joke. Like, look how tired I am. And then I actually fucking fell asleep. And I woke up to security lifting me off the dance floor and carrying me out. And all these old cougars were like, oh, he needs, and they handed me like hard candies, Werthers and shit out of their purse. I've never been back since. My girlfriend has night terrors, which means that I have night terrors. It's the strangest thing. She sprung out of bed at 3 a.m. and just spoke a bunch of gibberish. She was just like, we gotta get out of here, it's in the corner. And I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And then she just looked at me and then fell right back into bed. That was her night terror. That was when my night terror started. Because for the next hour and a half, I'm now looking in that corner like, what the fuck did you see? What is it? I remember waking her up like, hey, what was in the corner? She's like, I'm sleeping. And I'm like, well, I'm not anymore. I did a show in Davenport at the Renwick Mansion. It's supposed to be this big haunted mansion. I had her stay with me. We had all Friday, the whole mansion to ourselves. We're staying in her room, and once again, she had one. And she jumped out of bed this time and started messing with the blinds. And she's like, we weren't supposed to touch these. And I'm like, then why are you fucking touching them? What's going on? And then she just stared at me and went back to bed. And now I'm like, it's a ghost. There's a ghost in here. And I woke her up, and I'm like, the bathroom's down the hall. You have to stand outside of it. Been trying to get healthy, trying to lose this beer gut. They say crying's healthy. I cry myself to sleep every night. I'm not seeing any fucking results. Not one. All right, jeepers. Everybody else is super happy. Here's a little riff on Tanner's joke. In the men's room, they have troughs. What about girl troughs, where everyone can just fucking pull their pants down and piss like a girl in the trough? Wouldn't that be something I would pay to see? Did a show in my hometown. Who was that? That wasn't me. Nobody else heard that? Oh, fuck, it threw me off. Yeah. The ghost hit the emergency button by the bar. I swear to God, it wasn't me. Someone came down and was like, did you touch that button? I was like, no. It had to have been Josh. And then Josh was like, no, I swear I didn't. There is a ghost down here. I don't know if you guys knew that. This place is haunted. I fucking want to see one so bad. I swear I've seen a couple of ghosts, but the coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm not going to tell the story. It's not funny. It's just an actual ghost story. Did you just give me the light? Oh, okay, cool. Let me find something to end on. Oh my God! My girlfriend had a dream that I cheated. I had a dream that night that I was Batman. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking about before bed? Because that's what you dream about. Every time I go to bed, I always think about either being Batman or being a pro wrestler. That's what my dreams are. I'm starting to think she wants me to cheat. Which is like, oh, what's up? Nice toes. All right, I'm out of here. Later on.
Keep it going for Sam Hershaw. Keep it going for her toes, I guess. All right. On deck, we got Brendan Hayes. But right now, get up for Alberto Vio Fizzle.
I'm the most marginalized motherfucker in here. I'm half black, half Mexican. Shabbat shalom. I'm a midget. Opposite midget. No, happy Cinco de Mayo, motherfuckers. So, I had a guy at work the other day say, you know what I just realized? Cinco de Mayo is on the same day every year. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And he said, well, I thought it was one of those holidays that change dates. I said, no, you're just fucking dumb. So I'm not Mexican. I'm from out of town. But every time I wear this shirt, everyone's like, you look like a Glenn Sears, you look like Fluffy, you look fucking Fluffy.
Fuck you guys all. I don't really have a joke there. It just happens. So, Sammy's talking about dreaming. So a couple years ago, I got sleep apnea, so I have to use the machine. You know the machine? Darth Vader. So when it comes off in the middle of the night, I dream about tornadoes a lot. And I'm really scared. Nothing ever really happens. But it is. And then Wade Taylor was talking about pumping gas. So I used to pump gas as a kid. And the best thing was, one time we had to clean out the garage. And this is real fucked up. And in the back of the garage was all these auto parts and shit. And then there was a grocery bag, like an old-fashioned paper bag. And we grabbed it. And the old gristle mechanic, you know, the guy dipped in tar, he came out and he opened up the bag. And you know what was in the bag? It was a small stuffed monkey, a little shamu, and a baby dog. And the look on the mechanic's face would send you all right to heaven because it was so fucking funny, because it was the most ridiculous thing you could ever find in a mechanic's place. So I went home recently. My dad was pretty sick, so I went to the doctor with him, and the doctor said his name was Joe Grimm. And I said, Joe, do you know Ben? And this is Ben Grimm, by the way, okay, from the Marvel. And he said, no. I said, he's pretty cool. He said, you talking about the Marvel character? And I said, yeah, it's clobbering time. And then we had a meeting about my dad's cancer. And then 2 weeks later, my dad died. It was not clobbering time. That's a true story, motherfuckers. Don't be laughing. My dad's fucking dead. So, I got an email the other day. You guys see the new Epstein list? You see the new list? New Epstein list? It's new. A lot of people on it. It's kind of fucked up. You know who was on that list? Jafar. He's half Arab. He's full Arab. I'm half. So the motherfucker's on that list. Also, from the Disney movies, you know Gaston? He was on that list. He went to Epstein Island. Who else went? Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. You can see that motherfucker being there, right? Lots of old gods were there. You know, like Loki, Hades, Zeus even went. Those fuckers like to fuck. You know what I mean? Yosemite Sam was there. I don't know how he got the money for it, but he ended up going too. With Elmer Fudd, they must have pooled their funds. Principal Seymour Skinner. I know you guys didn't think that would be the case, but he seems like a type, right? Hank Hill was there. And yeah, sad, right? You're not going to believe this, too. Ned Flanders. You know, Ned Flanders is the type of guy who's like, fuck you, you can't do you know, trans shows in my high school, and then he's like fucking little kids, right? You know Ned Flanders. That's, you know, come on, motherfucker. Mayor Diogo Kirby was there, and Mayor McCheese from the McDonald Land. So old school Tony Stark before he became Iron Man, you know, he was a dick. He was there, Lex Luthor, Plastic Man, Batman, Hawkman, He-Man, Merman, and Conan, all on the list. You know what's there? Hans Gruber from Die Hard. Bill. No Ted. Ted-free zone. That's fucked up, man, right? Mr. Clean, Mr. Peanut, and the Kool-Aid Man were there. As well as a lot of folks. You guys watch Longmire? It's pretty fucking sad, but Longmire was there too. And Judge Dredd. Dracula, no. Not on the list. Too high standards. Captain Jack Sparrow, Captain Kirk, and Captain Crunch. Simon Belmont, Toad, and Dr. Wily from the Nintendo's franchise. And then all of the James Bonds, except for George Lazenby, because he was like too fucking cool. Alberto Vio Fizzle, Epstein list.
Keep it going for Alberto Vaz. You know, tech guys might have always been able to vote, but I think if you take up 2 seats, you should get 2 votes. That's just my opinion. Did he like that one? Good. All right. On deck, we got Jesse Verbal. Right now, get over Brendan Hayes.
Oh man, even. How you doing tonight, sir? Yeah, man. Doing good? Are you having a good time?
I'm great. Yeah.
How old are you? Do you mind me asking? 52? Look great. Good for you. You're probably not gonna like my set. I'm 25, and I feel like I finally hit that point in life where I peaked, and now I'm on the descent. I know. I look in the room and I just see a bunch of old people, and I feel bad talking about my age. But no, I mean, since I've turned 25, I started having this realization is that I just feel hungover after doing things sober now. No brown discharge most of the time, but I mean, I just don't feel good. For example, a couple of days ago, I went to Taco Bell. Happy CINCO de MAYO. But I went to Taco Bell, and my eyes were bigger than my stomach, and I ate like a third of like a Discovery box, and I don't think I've ever felt worse in my life. I had like plans. I had like something to do in 3 hours. I thought I was gonna have to cancel. I was in my car, like I could barely drive. I felt so bad, so I pulled over to a park, and I got like a blanket out of my trunk, and I just kind of laid it down in a nice sunny area. And I took a nap, and like 30 minutes later, I wake up, just confused, disoriented. A family reunion had started since I fell asleep. Mothers are like looking at me really concerned, trying to usher their children away, because I'm just this disheveled guy with a blanket around my shoulders, stumbling around the park. And at what age does sleeping in public become not a cool thing to do? It's at very least my age. But like 3 years ago, I was in college, and now I'm a cautionary tale for children at Pearson Park. I don't know where things went. Another thing that sucks is I have a hernia, which is awful. Not for the severity of the injury, but at the age that I got it. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I used to be an athlete. I don't blame you if you don't think I'm an athlete. I was at a party like a couple months ago when some girl was playing a game where she was like going around guessing what sports everybody played in school, which is a terrible game. She didn't know anybody, but it was fun. She was like dishing out the compliments. She was like, "Oh, you're tall. You must have played basketball." And then going over to the other person, "Oh, you're muscular. Did you play football?" And then like, "Oh, you have strong legs. Were you in track?" Then she gets to me and she just stops and just looks really puzzled and like stares me in my eyes and just goes, "I don't know, show choir?" Which is like a really messed up thing to say. No problem with show choir, but most people, they have the courtesy to be like, "Oh, you're short. Did you wrestle or something?" But she just looked at me and said, "No, you don't got the makings for it. You're not an athlete." But I did play sports. I met a lot of my friends doing athletics, so that's where a lot of my friends do. And apparently, I'm the worst in shape out of the group, because while they're out lifting weights and like playing co-ed softball, I'm tearing my abdominal wall from just sneezing too hard. I know, it sucks. But like, yeah, they're out squatting 400 pounds, looking shredded. I'm just at home like playing Mario Brothers, and then just, and then, oh, nobody has sympathy for the guy who's bedridden from allergies. I mean, the worst part about it is just having to go to the doctors. Every time I go to the doctors, I always just leave with my self-confidence at an all-time low. Every time I'm like, I'll get them next year. Next year I'll show them I'll be in shape. It never happens. You get there, I like lie on the forms. They immediately find out it's wrong. I see I'm 15 pounds lighter, immediately step on the scale and just have the nurse look disappointed. They check my ID and they're like, there's no way you're 5'9". Just make me stand and be like, yeah, that's a lie. But it's rough. the worst part about it is like the physical portion. Doctors see so much, but for some reason, the one opinion that I want someone to have highly of my genitals is a doctor's, because they see so many. Like, I don't manscape. Like, I didn't manscape for like my last partner. I haven't manscaped in months. The second I was like, I gotta go to the hospital, I'm like shaving my entire body like I'm gonna be the centerfold for Playboy. And I get there, like I felt like I took such good care. I'm like, they're not gonna have anything bad to say. It's a hot day, the AC in my car's out. I went on a walk earlier, I had to like go to the bathroom. A few drops got in my pants, and I'm just feeling all the time low self-confidence. You know, it comes to that point, and she's like, gotta pull down your trousers, and I pull them down, and like, I know it's bad because I can smell it from where I'm standing, and I just feel so bad for her. And she's just trying to do her job, trying to find out where my hernia is, and the whole time I'm like playing peekaboo with the tip of my penis, because I can't have her see that. She's trying to swat my hands away, and I'm just like trying to block it like I'm playing a goalie. But yeah, no, I mean, I care a lot about those opinions. And at the end of the day, I feel like I go home and she's still like, what was the deal with that show choir kid with the smelly dick? That's all I have. Thank you so much.
If you think a nurse is disappointed to see you, you should see them when I walk in. Dude. They're mad every time because I make them work. Okay. We got 2 comedians left. Can I get a woo? Fuck yeah. On deck, we got Reverend Green right now, my very good friend. Give it up for Jesse Burma.
Oh my god, 5:45 p.m. I was unclogging a toilet because that's 10% of owning a coffee shop. I think falling through a deck is way scarier though. I've gotten used to poop in a way I don't want to talk about. I do. I am the fat single mother everyone makes fun of in the group chat. You're welcome. I'm here for the punchlines. Jesus Christ. I'm a single mom, and I realize I'm raising morally gray children, and I'm kind of proud of it. I'm going to be honest. Because my son lost a tooth over Easter at my house. And he was sad because he knows at mom's house the tooth fairy's going to give him a $2 bill. And I think that's reasonable and whimsical, guys, okay? But the thing is he was going to his grandparents' house in a couple days, and he's like, I get $20 from the tooth fairy there. So I said, hold on to that tooth, buddy. And when I dropped him off, he waited a good 10 minutes before spitting it out of his mouth and acting surprised that he lost a tooth. And I see that you're judging me, but the thing is my 10-year-old knows more about market value, target demographic, and location than most adults, okay? He's a smart fucking kid. It is. My friends are kind of proud of me because I'm, for once in my life, dating someone that's age appropriate right now. I'm a retired cougar. I appreciate going on after the 25-year-old, though. Thanks, Ben. I'm pretending it was intentional. Anyways, everything's about me. It is. My friends are proud of me. I do feel like I'm living the cougar's dream, though, because my boyfriend's only wearing a shirt here tonight because we're in public, but whenever we're at home, his shirt is off, nipples out. And it's great because, like, he'll be doing this, like, mowing the lawn or cooking me dinner, and I'm just lurking in the corner going, all right, pretty boy, scrub those dishes. And I know I'm a problem, because I know, it really is. Sorry, I'm just trying a bunch of new stuff right now. I'm going to skip that one. I don't like that one. Anyways, I know, sometimes you're up here and you're like, actually, that joke fucking sucks. I'm not even going to bother. Maybe tomorrow. I think it's a green flag when men have hobbies, right? Like, all the dudes down here tonight telling jokes, having friends. That's so cool of you. And I'm really proud of a cousin of mine because he's got into D&D, right? Any players down here? Yeah. It's really cool. Him and his friends are spending a life sentence in prison. And I think that's such a great time to start a D&D campaign, right? Because if you think about it, they live in the same place, they have a similar schedule, And the only way that they're going to end the campaign is if one of them gets an electric chair, right? And the thing is I really wish he would have found a hobby before rolling 20 damage to my family and murdering his kid. But, yeah, sorry, felt like trauma dumping tonight. But I want to end a little whimsical. There's this thing in D&D where you can roll for trinkets. So I brought some punch-up comedy buttons for people. I do host an open mic. I won't be this dead serious Thursday night. But it's a fun mic up in Ames, Iowa. First Thursday of the month. Super cool. Okay, bye.
Keep it going for Jesse Verba. Fuck yeah. Are you guys ready for our last comedian of the evening? We can do better now. Are you guys ready for our last comedian of the evening? Hell yeah. Get up for Reverend Green.
Last in line, just kicking it off on Cinco de Mayo. Just gotta ask first, is there any plainclothes police officers here? Any weed smokers? Where you at? I hear you. Yeah, represent. Now, being Cinco de Mayo and everything, along with bong hits for Jesus, bong hits for Jesus.
Yeah.
4 things you will hear from me tonight on the mic. You'll hear music, politics, religion, and reefer. Sometimes all wrapped up into one, just like you heard. And a little crowd participation isn't always a bad thing. So if you can finish the next verse after I say this in a song, if you have a notion, I second that emotion. If you're 555, give it up. I'm 666. What's it like to be a heretic? Legalize it. Don't criticize it. Now, so we get to where I gotta get to. Since I am last in line and last comic and all that, looks like I had a little preparation. Faith and Freedom are great songs by the late great George Michael, but Heaven and Earth, they exist on Earth, and I've lived through both of those. And believe me, there's a lot of hell, and I've had a lot of heaven. Let's just say that. Now, it is my God-given right to carry a bong. If it's someone, Second Amendment preachers, it's all my God-given right to carry a loaded gun. Well, my guarantee, my bong is safer than the gun. There's no debate about that. There's no denying that either. The numbers don't lie. The only ones that lie are the politicians that make these laws and have it just full of reefer madness. Now, one thing you may have seen in the news or whatever, alcohol sales are down 30% now, thanks to THC drinks and legal weed. And less alcohol is a good thing, because alcohol is not only poisonous, cancerous, dangerous, it's deadly. So that's a fact. So just along with everything, I just say no to FDA dope, and I say yes to cannabis to treat my MS. Now, Rob Man, Pastafari, and F you, Orange Jesus Super Turd, and you're cold. Thanks a lot. Good night.
Keep it going for Reverend Green.
Reverend Green.
Hell yeah, flying kite. You gave up the mic.
Thank you. Yeah, that was fun.
We're good. That's the end of that's the end of our mic here at Underground. We are here every Tuesday on the Tuesday. Sign up at 7:30, show at 8. Thank you guys for coming out. Stay safe. Have a good night.
I'm glad this wasn't they were like, oh my gosh.
All right, turned out too bad as last and all, but good reaction. I'll put it on my YouTube. Thanks for watching, guys.
I'm not kidding. I'm obsessed with you.